Hey guys, well today I get to shoot the video that I've been wanting to shoot for probably around 4 weeks now. I've been dying to get this out because I'm so excited about it. But before I do, let me just say thank you, alright? And the reason why I'm saying thank you is because we've received a lot of emails, a lot of blog comments from all of the people that have been watching our podcast. And I say we, Joe Marshall and I have been creating podcasts. We decided to create these because we get a lot of emails that come in, and rather than just emailing one person and then having them get the answer, we wanted to take that question and then basically let everyone know about the question and then answer the question and then blast it out, and everyone can benefit from that. So that's really the whole point of our podcast, and to keep them short because a lot of people are busy. I understand that. So I wanted to publicly just say thank you for all the great emails that come in, and we do appreciate it, and we genuinely enjoy making these, and we know that you would do the same for us. We have no problem making these for you. All right, so with that being said, let me get on to what I've been dying to talk about. All right, let me just give you a little bit of a story. I'm going to try to make it short so I can kind of run through about 6 months worth of stuff. All right. First off, about 5 to 6 months ago, maybe even 7 months ago, I put out a survey to our subscribers. I said, hey, look, what are you struggling with the most? What are you hung up on right now that's holding you back in your photography? And I got a mixed amount of responses, but the majority was lighting. Okay, people were saying, I need more lessons on lighting. I need to learn more about, settings. I need to learn all this stuff that I'm more or less scared about. And let me just say time out for a second, because I personally was right there with you. All right, I know exactly how that feels because I was the same. I didn't know a lot about lighting, and actually right now I still don't know as much as I'd like to know. All right, I'm always learning. All right, but yes, I do know enough to get professional results and to actually charge for my services. This is true. All right, but it wasn't always like that, and I needed to kind of get my way through by trial and error. Well, I said to myself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to help people if I'm not really an expert? But I could give tips and advice. I said, you know what? I know who could help us with this, and his name is Joe Marshall. And if you don't know Joe, Joe knows everything and anything about photography, lighting, cameras, you name it. He's been around for 30 years doing this, and he's seen a lot. And let me just tell you a little secret. Joe, actually, he's obsessed with it. He actually talks about it nonstop. Probably drives his family members crazy, but he loves it. And his biggest thing that he talks about is you need to make lighting your friend, and you need to paint with light. It's like being an artist, all right? It's not just about getting the most even exposure. It's about painting with light, and he knows a lot. So I said, you know what? Maybe I should take Joe and try to get him to help me out with this class of some sort. And I talked to him about it, and he says, Scott, I do teach in Fort Lauderdale. I teach some workshops, and I maybe I could record it, and we could, maybe, sell it as a DVD or something. I thought it was a good idea, but I said, I want it more than that. I've seen the DVDs and the seminars and stuff, and they're good, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to knock anybody, but what they're lacking is that support module, all right? It's going to the seminar, coming home, setting all your stuff up, and then being like, okay, I'm having problems with this because this doesn't work, or, my lighting is a little bit different, how can I fix this? And then you really don't have that support line, and that's really what I wanted to do. So I wanted to create an online workshop, all right, where we could actually get there, we could help people, and we can keep communicating as they're going through the lessons. So here's what we did. We came up with what we now call, or we're going to be calling, it's not even live yet, it's Easy Flash Photography Workshop, all right, and what it basically is a 3-week workshop, all right, and it's set up so you can go through each week, and at the end of each week you will basically be able to go through and practice what you've learned, or at least 1 or 2 things, and then implement them, and then come back and give us your results, and then we can kind of tweak it and fine-tune it and figure out what you're not getting. And then also we can evolve with this. This is where it's really important, because now we can add more content, because we're going to be able to get feedback from you, and that's really important. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more a little bit later, but the first thing that we decided to do was add what I call is like a little support chain. And basically what that is you have the video right here where your lesson is, and then right below it you have a comment section, just like a blog would be. All right, so rather than having all of your lessons come out and then have questions at the end, which I think is still good, we wanted each lesson to have a spot where you could ask questions. So you know how forums work. We run a forum. I know how they work. They're great. okay? But they're kind of all over the place. But this way here, what you can do is you can be more concentrated. So this way, if you have a video lesson and you have a question pertaining to that lesson, you just put it down below. Joe will come in or I'll come in and we'll answer it. Or maybe you'll have other students that might have had that problem and then they'll help you with that problem right below the video. All right? Very, very powerful because it's so focused and concentrated. You don't have to search around for it. The other thing we're going to do is for each week, we're going to have a live Q&A session. We're going to have a coaching call. And then, if you can't make it for whatever reason, we're going to upload it to the members area in the classroom, and you'll have full access to that. All right? And there's a bunch of other things that we're going to be doing as this thing evolves. All right? So it's going to be constantly moving, constantly changing, and adding more benefits to it. So I said it was about 90% ready. And what I mean by that is it's ready. It's uploaded. It's ready for people to go in and start consuming the content. The 10% we want is to really make it complete is actually run some students through there, some test students, or we call them beta students. Have them go through the 3 weeks, all right? Go through the lessons, use all of this support stuff, right? The Q&A, the down below where you can actually leave a comment and get some support. Maybe tell us what we're missing. What is something else that we need to add? We can add that. We can add a bonus lesson. We can add a follow-up lesson. We can keep making this better. And that's really our ultimate goal here, is to keep building it out. So this way it gets better and better. All right? So that's really what we want to do. So this is where we need your help. All right? What we need is some students to go through there. Now, at first, we're probably only going to take between 100 and 150 students. We need to make sure that all of this software that we have running, that's going to basically be able to take all the support and run it, is going to be able to work, number one. And number two, if we're going to be able to support that number, and we're going to really be able to test that. Plus, we're going to get some real live feedback, so this way here, we can, like I said, modify it. So what we want to do is we want to release this at a special price to only our subscribers, only people that want to go through this class and help us out. All right, but we're going to help you out by giving you a pretty good sized discount. We're going to probably be selling this between $147 and $197 when we go public with this, which will probably be later in November. All right, but what we're going to do right now, and you can actually start the lessons, right now, and get week one worth of lessons. Basically, what we're going to do is for $1, we're going to have you go through week one. All right, now, through that week, you can basically just stay on, and then we'll give you a discounted rate if you want to. All right, and the way it works is you pay $1. If you like it, don't do anything, and we'll bill you $96. So it's basically $97. All right, under $100 to get all this and this ongoing support. All right, I think it's a steal. All right. What we're going to do, though, is if in the first week that you see, you know what, it's not working for me, it's too advanced, or it's not advanced enough, or whatever, then you just say, Scott, I'm not interested. I don't want to go through it anymore. No problem. Just let me know before 7 days, and I'll make sure you don't get billed another penny. It's that simple. All right. Now, if you think that it's not worth the $1, let me know that too, and I'll refund your $1. All right. I totally don't think that's going to be the case, because I think you're going to see that there's going to be enormous amount of value, and that's really what we want to do. And as it keeps getting bigger and bigger, you're going to have access to these new elements as it keeps growing, but because you're one of the first students. So that's what we want to do. We want to offer you this $1 trial basically for the first 7 days, and then from there, don't do anything. We'll bill you $96, and you won't pay anything again, and you'll have all of this content to keep going through and keep that support line going. So that's it. That's really going to wrap up this lesson. That's what I've been so excited about, and we've been working on day and night. Actually, Joe and I have been communicating. He's in Fort Lauderdale. I'm in New York. We've been on Skype. We've been, up late at night trying to get this stuff all worked out. And like I said, it's about 90% ready right now. And we are ready to start taking in some students and have them give us some real live feedback. And you know what? If you really love it, let us know that too, because we'd like to add it as a testimonial for when we do go live. So that's going to wrap up this video. I really hope you join us in this workshop. The dates are, there's going to be some important dates here. The 15th will be the last day that we're going to have registration. All right, so from now until the 15th, we have open registration. All right, after that, we're going to close it down. So this way here, we can concentrate on the new students that have come in, and we can really focus on making sure that everything's there. If we need to add bonus lessons, we're going to record them and add them on the fly. All right, so and that's really how this is going to work. So your feedback is really important here. And then from there, I think our first coaching call is going to be the week of the 25th. And we'll give you the details once you become a student, and we'll have that in a little section that says, live calls. And that's basically it. So I hope you join us. I hope you see you in the class, and I know you'll get a lot out of it. So all you need to do now is just click somewhere on this page where it says, try this out, and we'll see you on the inside. Talk to you later. Bye.